leave a thumbs up on this video if you get the anxiety poops. Hey, what's up fam? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here, and if you are new here, my name is Ashley, and today I'm going to tell you guys about the worst job interview experience I have ever had in my entire life. Also, it is thunderstorming, so if you guys hear that, I'm sorry. I have the window open. It is hot as hell. I'm sweating. Finally. Anyways, if you guys end up enjoying this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here and you like what I am doing on YouTube. And let's get started! So I'm gonna preface this story by saying that this was about 2014. I was still living with my ex. And his mom was always pressuring me to get a job. I know that I needed a job, and don't worry, I had 6 living with them, but she always pressured me into jobs that I personally knew that I wouldn't either be good at, would not succeed in, or would not get hired for. And this was one that I knew I would not get hired for, and I was right. So before this job, I had 4 jobs. Yeah, let me tell you, anxiety really got the best of me, and I didn't realize that I was coping with anxiety, and that's why I lost a lot of my jobs. I ended up quitting without notice for like 2 of them. I'm sorry, don't do that. But I had lots of experience, but nobody was hiring me. And your girl was broke. So at this time, I was putting more resumes out online than in person. You know, like I mentioned, anxiety, this is what you gotta do to live, man. Things are easier when you don't gotta do it in person, okay? Okay, so in 2014, this is right before I moved back home to go work at Burger King. I miss my job. So one day, I get a random call saying that I had a job interview at a tanning salon. So I'm telling myself, bitch, you are not getting this job. You know you're not gonna get this job. But me being the person I am going to do the best that I can to put myself out there and do a good job at it. And you know, make a good impression, because that's what I do. I make really good impressions on people. I think that's part of my anxiety. I've learned to cope with humor, and that's why I make really good impressions on people, because I'm funny, I've been told. So anyways, like I mentioned, was living with my ex, and his mom was so adamant on getting me a job that she had made me dress the part. And I'm using air quotes because it's not what I would have picked to wear for a job interview, okay? She had me dressed in head to toe black, which is normally what I would wear, but with a gray cardigan and thigh-high boots. Why would you ever wear those to a job interview? Unless you're going for a job interview I'm gonna stop there. So here I am, super overdressed at this interview a half an hour early, because she always had to make sure we were at places ridiculously early, and then she would dip. So when it came time for my actual interview, I found out that it was a group interview, and it would have been my first one. I had never experienced anything like that before, and let me tell you, my anxiety, I really had to anxiety poop. Leave a thumbs up on this video if you get the anxiety poops. So anyways, I ended up interviewing with 4 other girls. 2 of them were about 2 or 3 years younger than I was, and one of them was about a year older than I was. She had a lot of experience, and she already worked where they do aesthetics. So once we all arrive, we find out that the owner would be about an additional 20 minutes, so we all just kind of had to sit there with our thumbs up our asses. Not literally, but we were definitely sizing each other up for who's gonna get the job. Not me! So, once the interview started, we all had to kind of go around and introduce ourselves. 2 of the other girls, like I mentioned, they really didn't have any job experience, and the other one was already working in aesthetics looking for a second job. I personally was just looking for some sort of steady income, like we all are, okay? This is all that we strive for in life. But seriously, these girls looked the part. I didn't, but let me tell you, my resume was amazing. I had 4 previous jobs under my belt, wonderful customer service, might I add, open availability, open, like, open. But I'd never tanned a day in my life. here's where the story gets juicy, my friends. I guess not that juicy, but I mean, what are YouTube story times anymore, I guess? I think that trend is fading quick. So the interview was pretty much the owner going around one by one asking us questions. A lot of the other girls were shy because she was giving us props to sell, and let me tell you, like I said, I had really good customer service, so your girl knew how to upsell even if it was just a random stapler. I genuinely put myself out there because I wanted to make money. I thought that I did excellent because I was hitting it off with the manager really well. Like, really well. I did not hesitate when answering questions like I normally would when posed with an awkward situation. And, like I said, an amazing resume with open availability. So then the owner gives all 5 of us girls a tour of the tanning salon, which was beautiful, by the way. She showed us like the spray tan beds, the actual beds, how to clean them, like thinking that we're all gonna get the freaking job. She also showed us all the products they sell, like cash register, everything. And then she went around asking everybody if they tanned. I was the only one who said no. And you could tell because I am pale. Pale. At that point, I felt like I was actually being shunned. Like the looks that I was getting from these people, I had never felt eyes burn holes through my skull so fast in my life. So that interview went from really good, like thinking that, yeah, bitch, you got that job, you're gonna work, bitch, you are gonna. That's how I hype myself up, by the way. I call myself bitch in a positive way. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. But here I am thinking that, you know, I made a really good impression. But leaving that interview, the owner did not even make eye contact with me. And that's how I knew I was not going to get the job. Literally, from the point that I said I had never tanned before on, I was looked at like, why are you even here? You can go now. Like, we don't need you here anymore. Like I said, anxiety. Never felt more awkward in my life, friends. And I have put myself in some awkward situations. So anyways, after all that, the owner then tells us that regardless of what the outcome is, she will call us and let us know if we got the job or not. And she did tell us not to get our hopes up just in case, which I never really get my hopes up to begin with. I get the call in about a week, and she tells me that I was the last one that she was calling because it was gonna be hard for her. Because she genuinely enjoyed me, and she really liked my personality, and I did have a really good resume, and she appreciated the fact that I had open availability. But the fact that I had never tanned before, and that I was so pale, she couldn't hire me. Is this discrimination? I don't know. Let me know down below. But like, honestly, isn't that what training is for? Like, I could rock a tan. Not. When the white balance goes off and I look really pale, that's probably how they saw me. So like I said, you know, really good interview to start with, but it ended up being one of the most embarrassing and awkward interviews of my entire life. And I've had a lot of job interviews, let me tell you. But right after that, like I mentioned, I started working my job at Burger King, and I met so many amazing friends, and I miss my job. I really do. Just for the fact that I had so many wonderful friends that were, you know, just good people working there. And I just miss the camaraderie. That's all. So anyways, leave me a comment down below letting me know your worst job interview, and the worst one that I, read, I will make you guys my shout out in Monday's video. So, in saying all of that, I guess I will see you guys on Saturday for the vlog. Thanks for listening to me ramble about some shit. It's been real. I love you very much, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Sayonara, suckers.